Alright. This is a very special. Snipe, don't freak out. This is a very special, cryptid time. This is episode 60. We have, 30 more, 40 more, episodes to go before we make it to 100. But, This is my co-star now. He's like, please, put me down. Set me down, I went down. All while purring. But, okay. Now here in Pennsylvania, here in Pennsylvania, we have tons of Bigfoot sightings, of course. I've found tiny little footprints of, like, toes and all of that, of, like, a humanoid creature in the snow. So, I definitely think this year is the year of cryptids for the channel. So, yeah. And yes, those were squirrel tails. Squirrel is actually really good if you've not tried it. But yeah, I definitely think this maybe summer. Maybe this summer. Ay. But no, I say maybe don't fall. I think maybe this summer. Bigfoot type video, cause yeah, as you probably seen from the community tab, if you're not new, or if you are new too, on my community tab just a few days ago, someone spotted near the town where I live on the outskirts of this town. In that town. So either alien invasion or World War III, but is happening. But you gotta admit, if that's is a real photo, I don't know what it is. It never made a noise supposedly, and it was extremely fast. Though now that I think about it, it was probably faked. But yeah. Still haven't made it to Pennsylvania yet, or Utah, but halfway through this, or more than halfway through this book, and oh yeah, I was gonna do Oklahoma, but yeah, this works. Oh, yep, this works. First one from Oklahoma is El Reno Chicken Man. Yeah. I'm not lying. Literally says El Reno Chicken Man. In December 1970, near the town of El Reno, just west of Oklahoma City, a farmer walked out to his chicken coop and found the door lying on the ground, ripped off its hinges. Ooh, Bigfoot does that too. Anyways, the door on the interior of the chicken coop was covered in human-like handprints, about 7 inches long and 5 inches wide. The farmer called the game warden, and the warden, not knowing what to make of the scene, called the Oklahoma City Zoo. Zoo director Lawrence Curtis said the prints, with an obviously deformed thumb, were definitely primate It resembles a gorilla, Curtis told the Associated Press. It appears that whatever was making these prints was walking on all fours. There were some footprints outside, bare footprints. Not like roar bear, but like but like bare footprint. I know I got socks on, but you still get the idea. Ow! Snort's giving me a dirty look. Just because you're turning 10 doesn't mean much. I'm still older than you. Not really. Anyways, in December, yep. Pretty much the same. Well, technically, mine were in November, the photos, but yeah, same type of thing, but down in Oklahoma, it's, I think, a little warmer than up here in the north, or northeast, I should say. Various reports of similar prints were received throughout the state that year. The prints were shown to various wildlife experts who all agreed they were left by a primate, but what primate left them remains a mystery. However, reports of big hairy primates, Bigfoot, abound in Oklahoma to this day. Elkman. Nick, who is a photographer, was visiting the 59,000-acre Wichita Mountains National Wildlife Refuge just west of Lawton in 2012 when he and a friend saw something they wished they hadn't. Around 10 p.m., while taking photos of stars, they noticed the wildlife began to move. Coyotes, American bison, and a herd of elk trotted past Dick and his friend. The beasts walked past the men, some as close as 5 feet. Then came dangerous feral hogs, which ran by seemingly oblivious to the humans. It became deathly silent, and the air became ominous, and we felt an odd pressure. We started packing everything into my trunk quickly, Nick said. For those of you who may not live in the forest, or may not even walk around in the woods, if you're in a densely forested area and the birds, frogs, and bugs go deathly silent, go back the way you came. Because a predator's around. That predator could easily be a bear, a mountain lion, depending upon where you are, a wolf, but wolves normally don't attack people unless they have rabies, or it could be a Bigfoot or something like that. But, anyways, the men got in the car and started to pull out. When they saw what had caused the animals to spook, my headlights lightened up. A human figure with a head I cannot easily describe. The creature didn't look human. It was as though it had the head of a buffalo or an elk, while standing upright with 2 legs and 2 arms that were human, he said. But the eyes were what terrified him. The eyes were a dark red. Terror consumed Nick, and he didn't know if he was looking at a beast or a man in a mask. The car's headlights moved over the creature. It jerked as if hit. Nick punched the accelerator and tore away from this red-eyed monster. Got 2 more. Boar man. Tons of man-like creatures in Oklahoma today. The Wichita Mountain. There we go again. The Wichita Mountains National Wildlife Refuge doesn't have a shortage of monsters. The preserve is designated as such in 1901 by President William McKinley, is a habitat for grazing animals like American bison, Rocky Mountain elk, and longhorn cattle. There's also more than 22,400 acres open for hiking, camping, mountain climbing, and apparently monster encounters. The United States government planted the refuge parallel forest during the Great Depression in an attempt to combat the erosion of the Dust Bowl. The 16-acre forest consists of more than 20,000 red cedar trees, each planted 6 feet apart, which gives the forest an eerie feel. It's said to be the home of the Boar Man. People have seen the Boar Man for decades. The most common report is of a strong middle-aged man with pig eyes. What? The entity is between 6 and 8 feet tall, wearing a pigskin and carrying the tusks of a wild boar it uses to attack its victims. Some witnesses claim the Boar Man transforms into an enormous wild pig in either guise or disguise, something like that. It is said to gore those unfortunate enough to get too close to it. In other stories, the Boar Man is an old man who uses black magic to steal his victims' youth after piercing their flesh with a boar tusk.
Okay, and now the final one.
Lawton wolfman. In the early 1970s, Lawton residents witnessed a slew of werewolf sightings in the heart of winter. It started with one man who had a heart attack when he saw a bipedal wolf at his fish pond. The sightings escalated with reports of the creature stalking the town, leaping from bushes, and chasing cars. A police officer answered the call of a witness who claimed to get a close look at the creature. It sat on a railing outside his apartment, 17 feet off the ground. The beast's face looked as if it had been burned. The creature leapt from the railing and dashed away. In line with the Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman movies of the 1940s, this creature wore the torn remains of clothing. Okay. Nah. Ooh. Well. Hold on. Where'd I put that? Well, we'll be in Pennsylvania next episode, but there it is. But I'm gonna leave it off here. So, whether you're new to the channel, old to the channel, or whatever, and you like these episodes, thank you for sticking around for this long. Thank you for just being here, I guess. And, well, so until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!